If there is something that does a great job at capturing some creepy moments, it is cameras. In particular, security cameras will always capture something that seems a bit off. Ring cameras, which are found at your doorbell, also capture some weird behavior at the door. Some of them are too creepy to watch, but we will show you anyway. Today we will look at some of the creepy moments that got caught on Ring cameras. These are some of the things that happen outside your door, but you don't know about them. Creep. For 2 years, Stephen Groves, a 56-year-old man, has been harassing his disabled neighbor, Stephen Prasad, and his caretakers. Most of this harassment was caught on Prasad's Ring doorbell camera. Given that it has been going on for 2 years, you can imagine the amount of footage that has been caught on the Ring camera. In most of the clips, Groves is just trying to wreck the doorbell camera. He is sometimes seen taking a screwdriver to the device and trying to clip its wires. In another instance, he is seen scrolling on the lens of the Ring camera with a marker, but luckily enough, there is no effect. When he seems to have had enough of this Ring camera, he decides to take a hammer on another day and whack the device. If it is not with a hammer, then he will use a broom handle. The main motive for Groves doing this still remains unknown. Over the past 6 months, Grove has been convicted of 3 charges of harassment against Prasad and put on a curfew. In addition to that, he has been ordered to pay compensation for damages to Prasad's property. Stephen Prasad's niece has spoken out, saying that she is terrified for her uncle. She says this is affecting her mental health, and she is scared that Groves might be having ill intentions of hurting her uncle. Groves was even issued a restraining order, but it does not seem to be helping in any way. He is still harassing Prasad from time to time. In addition to the restraining order, Groves has also been put on an electric tag for the better part of the year and was also ordered 20 weeks of rehabilitation. However, the police don't seem at all bothered by all this, especially given the fact that this has already been taken to court. Even though Groves has been convicted multiple times, Prasad is still in a very vulnerable spot. And when Groves is doing all this, you can see the craziness on his eyes. I mean, if this was happening to you, you would probably be losing sleep as well. It is clear that this is a dangerous and unstable man who may do anything to get what he wants, including hurting him. Just in time. This video was recorded at a late hour in an unknown area. From the footage, which was all recorded on a Ring camera, 2 hooded, suspicious-looking individuals, one of whom wore a mask, approached the front door and knocked. When a man answers, the woman pretends that her car broke down and that she wanted to borrow a phone. However, the man who answered the door made a few mistakes. The very first one was opening the door at that hour to 2 hooded individuals. Given that he had a Ring camera, he could have easily checked who was at the door from his phone. And if he wanted to respond to them, he could have easily used the voice feature on the Ring device to ask who they were and what they wanted. However, even with all these features to ensure his safety, the man still went on to open the door. At least he was smart enough to know not to lend them a phone. At this time, the guy in the yellow hoodie and mask quickly looks to the right to ensure that there are no witnesses, before charging for the door with a gun in hand. The homeowner was lucky enough to have slammed the door when he did, causing the 2 would-be assailants to flee the scene. He slammed the door just in time to save himself and anyone else in the house from the assailants. Followed home. There is a lot of doorbell camera footage out there that shows you the importance of checking your surroundings before unlocking and opening your door. This even depends on what area you live in. This video is one such video. This video was taken by the Ring doorbell camera of TikToker Jojo Ramirez. And from this video, you can see how close she and her child were to danger. The only thing between her and a creepy man was her front door, which she was saved by locking it with only seconds to spare. This video is made even scarier by the fact that this is how most people fail to realize that their lives could be put in danger at any time by someone else. Jojo had picked up her son in this case, and they were just getting home. When they were at the door, they were having a typical mother-son argument of sorts. The son, Daniel, is heard complaining that he is tired, to which Jojo responds by telling him that she needs him to shower really fast. This is a moment when a mother would have her guard down in the assumed safety of her own property. The moment that she closes the door, a creepy man comes at the front door and tries to open it. Jojo is alerted when the creepy man tries the door handle, and you can hear her responding in an alarmed voice. She asks who is there before exclaiming to her someone is outside. Jojo then shouts to him to leave, at which point the man boldly steps back and stands in front of the door. This is made even creepier by the man standing there with a haunting, blank expression, not moving or saying a word. We can see that the man came quickly, as though he was following them or waiting for them to return. We can all guess what would have happened if the door had not been locked in time. Unexpected visitor. This video was captured on a Ring doorbell camera as a homeowner entered her house. This woman lives in a suburban town in Illinois. However, this woman was completely unaware that she was being watched from a distance by two people hiding in the dark. These people were waiting for her to open her front door, and as she steps into her house, the two aggressors take their chance to enter the house before the door closes. The moment the first person enters the house, the woman screams, startled by the unexpected visitor behind her. When the first of the two assailants enters the house, he tells her not to move or scream. The rest of what he says is inaudible, but according to her, all he asked for was her car keys. After she hands them to him, which can be seen in one of the teenager's hands, the two take off towards her car. They then steal it and drive off in it. Someone else was in the house with the woman, but they were also held at gunpoint alongside her. The man also remains nameless. Thankfully, none of the two were injured in the whole incident. Not only that, but one of the two aggressors was found, arrested, and later identified as 18-year-old Brendan McCrew. The other aggressor was still at large and has yet to be identified. Do you know of any other creepy incidents caught on Ring cameras? Feel free to share with us in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.